Hi guys, back with another video, Buffet, another story, another day, Buffet. The story by Mzansi. It says, Sihle Lonzi criticizes Deputy Minister Litzige for her response to MacG's podcast remarks. Sihle Lonzi, Member of Parliament for the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, and President of the Student Command, has criticized Deputy Minister in the Presidency for Women, Youth and Persons with Disability, Mapaseka Steve Litzige. He accused her of misunderstanding the principle of separation of powers and clowning in her response to derogatory comments made by the podcaster MacG. Reacting on X former Twitter, Lonzi said, "This ANC minister is clowning. There are three separate arms of the state: the executive, the legislature, which is parliament, and the judiciary, which are court and everything else. Executive is the president. A minister representing the executive cannot summon anyone to parliament. If you are going to a grandstand, at least be smart about it." Eish, abosihle yiwhy. Take everywhere where the ibathathabla bafana bafana beyeveva. They them. They them. This follows a public outcry over MacG's comments on podcast and Chill, where he crudely speculated about the reason behind media personality Mini's past breakup, saying maybe her coochie smells or something. Guys, I made a video about this thing. I don't like what MacG has said. I don't want us to degrade black women, guys. As black men, we need to protect black women. As black women, we need to protect black men. We need to stop this thing of us going against each other. It ends with me. No, I'm serious, guys. I'm not joking. Don't see me laughing. It needs to end. Deputy Minister Litzige condemned the remarks as no sitting in its vulgarity and labeled them as online gender-based violence. This incident is not a harmless joke or casual banter. It is harrowing demonstration of online gender-based violence, she said. Yeah, there's online gender-based violence. You learn every day. She pledged to escalate the matter to various regulatory bodies, including the Commission for Gender Equality and the South African Human Rights Commission, and to pursue legal avenues under laws such as the Cyber Crimes Act and the Prevention and Combating of Hate Crimes and Hate Speech Act. Litzige said, "Women cannot be reduced to vulgar slurs and the objectification of the female body. This is damaging reinforcement of gender-based disrespect and sexuality violence." Meanwhile, Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Communication has entered the fray, raising broader concerns about unregulated growth of podcasting in South Africa. In an interview with SABC News, Committee Chairperson Khusela Diko emphasized the urgent need to update legislation to address this regulatory void. In South Africa, over 3.2 million people engage with podcasts weekly. That's the size of our biggest radio stations, said Diko. So you need to interfere with the free speech, interfere with the freedom that we have on podcast. Guys, come on. We operate under outdated laws like the Broadcast Act of 1999 and the Electronic Communicating Act of 2005. These were created long before podcast or digital platforms of today magnitude. Yes, I do agree with you, but leave podcast alone. Leave the internet alone, man. You have your TV and your radios and stuff. Diko stressed that regulation is not intended to stifle free speech but to balance rights and responsibilities. Our constitution guarantees freedom of expression but also the rights to dignity, equality and privacy. Regulation created a platform to navigate these tensions responsibly, she explained. The committee is urging the Department of Communications to expedite finalization of the long-delayed audiovisual policy, which would help bring digital content creators like podcasters under appropriate oversight framework, such as the Broadcasting Act and the Film and Publication Board's classification system. This is not about censorship, Diko said. It is about ensuring content creators operate within ethical boundaries that protect both their freedom and the rights of others. But governments have a reputation to do more, to over-regulate, to over-sense, if you get what I'm saying. So giving the government these powers to regulate the internet and podcast, they might just cut everything that they don't like. Everything, hey, Cyril Ramaphosa, here's a big nose, hey, that's not insulting the president, hey, what, guys, anyway, guys, subscribe, like, tell me what you think about this issue of podcasts need to be regulated and stuff. Subscribe, like, Buffett, let us grow the channel, Buffett. This is Mzansi Political Channel. See you on the next video.